Days long and foolish scares, lost in wasteland no one cares. Feeling weak as
Hey
darkness
friends, it's
falls,
that time again.
praying to survive.
We've got all the spooky Halloween quests NPCs up in POK, and here is an example: Haunted Jack and Spooky Sally. Haunted Jack is a merchant that sells different kinds of foods, mostly candies and that sort of thing, like haunted candy apples, which is actually, I think it's also a quest item where you can improve the stats on the apples by going on a little bit of a quest and buying some kind of caramel. It's usually found in baking merchants. I usually go to Steam Font for that. Spooky Sally sells ghoulish costumes. So these are little clickies you could buy and turn yourself into all kinds of things. Let's stretch this out a little bit so we can read it better. There's like a troll pirate, a human pirate, a lot of pirates. A lot of pirates. Imp, kitty, dark elf. We got specter costumes, skeleton, werewolf, zombie. We'll buy one of them. We'll get the zombie one. It says I purchased a zombie kit. They don't cost anything. We gotta jump off our mount for this to work. Remember, you can't use illusions when you're on a mount. So there it is. It's in the inventory. You can make a hotkey if you want to, but we're just gonna right click on it and see now. We are just a zombie. It's funny because we're still tiny. We're still gnome sized. Ooh, look at how spazzy I run. That is awful. They should probably look into fixing that. I don't know. It's just, it's like headbanging. I feel like my brain would be a puddle of sludge after running around like that. I thought I would do one of the Halloween quests, so let's go to one of my old favorites, and that is Wizened Hermit over here. They are near this, beside this tree, near an entrance to the library up there, and there is the large bank, the main bank in POK. So I figured you've got your landmarks, you'll be able to find it very easily. So we hail them, and they say, I don't understand what all the fuss is about. This should be a day of fear. I just know when the masses are fearful, they stay home and out of my hair. Yeah, I get ya. I get ya. I'm not always a people person either. But anyway, you get this quest. It's called Toadstool Surprise. All right. And you've got to go to Toxula Forest for this. So for that, we want to run over to the evil side. Well, I can't get rid of this illusion until I zone. So I'm just going to go first person. I was about to try to hop on a mount, but that's one of the things that are bad about these illusions is there's nothing to click here to remove it. Oh, great. Now I just removed Spirit of the Wolf on myself by accident. But I will hop on a mount as soon as I zone, and that will solve that problem. But we're here. We're in the evil side, like I said, of Plane of Knowledge. And this is the stone we want. It's in the far corner. It's the Pineal Stone. If the map helps you, then here is the map. Stretch it out a little bit here. And we are there. We're at the southernmost edge, or southwest corner of Plane of Knowledge. Not far from the Over There stone. So I'm going to click on that. And here we are in Toxula Forest. As you see, I'm not a zombie anymore. I can get back on my mount. And we have to find mushrooms. And here's one of them already. And they all look exactly like this. And the nice thing is, I think you can send your pet on it. No, you can't. My pet is not attacking it. So I guess we gotta hit it ourselves. Yeah, you just gotta bash them. I don't think open works on these. I think you just have to hit them, and that's it. It's not a hard quest. This character of mine is only level 10. So they don't have a lot of hit points. Probably got like 10, 20, I don't know. But I'm able at level 10 with just this dagger, 820, I'm able to destroy them in 1 or 2 hits. And I have made a map, and here you go. Like, I didn't make the map, but I have marked where the toadstools are on my map, and you can do the same. That way, every year when this quest comes around again, and it does, it comes around every single year, the toadstools are in the same place every single year. So it's not hard, and you can mark them, and that way you'll have your own map where you have all the toadstools marked. You might be able to use tracking for them too, since they do have health, and you can kill them to loot the mushroom. It's like a level 1 mushroom. Now, something funny that I have noticed, if you do not kill it immediately, it will actually start to run away. It will. So that's... See, look! That's a great example right there. They will run. They will flee. I never thought that was possible. Who's this guy here? Ooh, he looks at me dubiously. Don't want to mess with him. He's level 25. I'm level 10. He would probably wipe the floor with me. What would your what would you like your tombstone to say? I'd like it to say that it's got mushroom and pepperoni. That's what I would like. So we have 7 out of 10 mushrooms so far, or toadstools, I guess is what I should call them. Some of these are sneaky. You see this one's hidden between 2 large trees. And I'm gonna head down, straight down this way, where there's a couple more. That's funny. I don't know if I stunned it or what, but it looked like it was about to run and it didn't give it a chance. All right, there we go. Completed. So I got my 10 out of 10. And the rest is just going back to the plane of knowledge. I could gate, or I could run back to the stone here because I do have it marked on the map. There we go. Here we are back in the plane of knowledge. I just have to return to the hermit and hand in my mushrooms, my toadstools, and we're good. We get our reward. And there they are. And you can hand these mushrooms in a stack of 10. You don't need to give them individually. As you see, I got my reward right away. It is an earring, and it's not bad. It does have a clicky effect, but you cannot use the clicky until level 15. I'm level 10, so I'll have to wait a little while to get it. The stats on this earring are not fantastic, but they can be used from inventory, so you don't have to wear the earring if it's not to your liking. Like if the stats are less or worse than what you have, right, then you can always use it as a clicky to summon the pet. And what it does is it summons a little mushroom pet. And the mushroom pet gives you a buff. It gives you 5 hit point regeneration and plus 15 to disease resist, plus 15 to poison resist. It's actually a really nice buff. I'd say the buff you get from the earring with the little pet that follows you around is better than the earring itself, because as a necromancer, especially a young necromancer, when I get to level 15, I can use that and it will mitigate my little life leech ability, because as you know, necromancers have that life draining ability that regenerates your mana, which is actually better than clarity, right? And if you have that regeneration from the mushroom, it will mitigate that by quite a bit. Yeah, see, I got the first version of it, which is called Dark Pact, slowly draining away your hit points and regenerating your mana. I really should get this character up to level 15 just so you could see the mushroom pet, but I can show that to you on another character. Here is the mushroom pet that you get from doing the quest. He's a little shy. He's got this big ass cap thing, or part of his head. He's got, it looks like he's got like a mustache, a goatee, something like that under there somewhere. But that's it. He follows you around wherever you go. See, he will run after me just like my mercenary. And he doesn't attack, he doesn't fight, he's a non-combatant, but he does provide that buff. And if you right click here on the buff, it looks like this green, weird, shimmery thing. Again, the Sprally Advisor grants 5 hit point regen, 15 disease resist, and 15 poison resist. So as long as you have that buff, you're good, and that's about it. It's a nice buff. I'm using it here on my level 63 rogue, and I feel like it's worth doing because of the resists. Again, you get resist and you get some hit point regen, and it's a cute little guy, you know? It's, who doesn't like goofy little pets following you around and chasing after you? Oh, look, I'm getting attacked. I hope this video helps you in some way. If it did, please leave the video a thumbs up. If you like what I do here and you'd like to support me and support the channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already subscribed, or better yet, you can join the channel as a channel member. Channel members get special perks and privileges, like a link to join our private Discord. If YouTube memberships are not your thing, look at the links below the video for a link to my Patreon. Patreon patrons get similar perks, like a link to join the private Discord. There's also member-only content available to Patreon patrons and YouTube channel members. You can also leave a super thanks on the video. A super thanks is like a little tiny donation that says, "Hey Fez, thanks for the video. I found it helpful and informative." I'd like to thank all my current YouTube channel members, Patreon patrons, and everyone who has recently left a super thanks or a super chat during our live streams. Thank you guys so very much. Your support means the world to me. And those of you who subscribe and resubscribe to be a member or a patron month after month are my absolute heroes. Thank you very much. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.
Fezzelwig, the bearded gnome, left his home for wealth and fame. Elemental at his call, through untold dangers and pitfalls. On a quest to save the girl, into graveyard he did creep. Undead ghouls and zombie knights, Fezzelwig shouts, run, retreat. Roam the valleys, climb the peaks, I'll try not to die, my sweet. If the monsters are too great, I will flee, make my escape. Wind, water, earth, and fire, summoned to defeat his foes. Magic spells will win the day, burning them to ash and bone. Journeys long and food is scarce, lost in wasteland no one cares. Feeling weak as darkness falls, praying to survive the night. Roam the valleys, climb the peaks, I'll try not to die, my sweet. If the monsters are too great, I will flee, make my escape. Sun rises, a new day comes. Fezzelwig crawls on the ground. What's that on the distant hill? City of the noble guild. Roam the valleys, climb the peaks, I'll try not to die, my sweet. If the monsters are too great, I will flee, make my escape. Night falls, the tavern calls, candles flicker on the walls. Boobly-dig she saunters by, catching Fez's wandering eye. Roam the valleys, climb the peaks, I'll try not to die, my sweet. If the monsters are too great, I will flee, make my escape. He wakes up, no one in sight, all his gold has been misplaced. Fezzelwig just shrugs and laughs, at least I got her underpants.